We get asked all the time for ways that people can use these different AI tools. And when we share this idea, it's one of the more popular ones. So why not make a video about it? So the really high level idea is to create a group and consult with that group. I'm going to use ChatGPT and CustomGPTs. You could use Gemini and Gems. You could use other tools, but CustomGPTs work fine. And in this case, I'm going to use a network engineering team of 3. You can expand this to so many different use cases. So the number of people on the team can change. It can be modeled after your actual team members. It could be modeled after people who you wish you had on your team. So don't think that you're limited to what I'm showing you here. This is really just showing you the idea. So if you go to chatgpt.com, you log in, you get to this screen, you expand the sidebar, and then you go to your GPTs. I'll note you have to be on a paid plan to create custom GPTs. So if you're not on a paid plan, you have to, I guess, have someone create these for you. But just to look at the 3 that I have here, first I have a new hire, and say that you're a technical team member that is in your first year on the job. You do not have more than a basic level of knowledge of technical things, but you're curious to learn more. Your troubleshooting abilities are limited to obvious things. I purposely left these instructions pretty short. You can put a mountain of information in here. You can upload files, you can have job descriptions, you can have all kinds of stuff in here. I just didn't feel the need to go all out because, again, this is just to give you the idea. Second one is a mid-level network engineer, and for this one, I have your team member on a network engineering team. You have about 5 years of practical experience and an equivalent level of theoretical knowledge. Your troubleshooting skills are in line with your level of experience, much more developed than a new hire, and not yet at the level of a senior engineer or tech lead. Third one is a tech lead. Imagine that. You are the technical lead of an engineering team. You have PhD level theoretical expertise in all things IT related. You also have 20 plus years of practical experience. You are a mentor to other team members. So once you have whichever custom GPTs, whatever team members, whatever people you want created, what you can do is open up a new chat and then put in the @ that's Shift-2 on most keyboards, and then type in the name of the custom GPT. So let me expand the sidebar. So I pinned them here so that you could see them. So I have tech lead, mid-level, network engineer, new hire. And if I do @ and then, let me start over. If I do @ and where are you? There you are, @tech lead. And then my prompt here is we work in a small office with 10 people. Each person has a workstation that's connected to the internet through a single switch and a single router. There is one network printer. One of the workstations is unable to get to the internet, but it is able to reach the printer. What troubleshooting steps would you take to identify the problem? Answer in a bulleted list of less than 150 words. I put the constraint for 150 words just because I did this a couple of times and the answers were pages long. But the idea here is that you're going to take the same prompt and then give it to each of the custom GPTs. And if you use the @ command, you can call any custom GPT you want. So let's do this for the tech lead. And it has some stuff. We'll come back to that in a second. So now you can X out of that, and then you can come back here and then and what's my other one? Mid-level network engineer. So now I can select mid-level network engineer, paste the same prompt, give it a second, and there we go. Now do the same thing. X out of that, and then which one did I leave? Who did I do? I didn't do new hire. And then put new hire and same prompt. And then we go. Now you can go back through each of them and combine the answers and then see what you think. So this one, this is the new hire, and confirm the issue, check the cables and ports, check network status, ping test. Like these are all basic new hire things to do. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Mid-level. And I mean, a lot of these are going to be the same. I constrain the answer to 150 words, which isn't a lot for a problem like this. And a lot of the initial troubleshooting steps are going to be similar, if not the same. Verify the problem, check the connectivity, IP address, ping test, DNS. That is pretty much the same. Confirm scope, check physical layer. Even though they word this like check physical layer, like the new hire, it's not really even in awareness that it's called the physical layer. And link status, IP config, ping test, DNS check, firewall proxy. I don't think the other ones have firewall proxy. They don't. Compare settings, diff network settings. Again, I don't think there's a diff on here. So, I mean, this one is subtle. Again, probably because I constrained, the word count on here. But there are subtle things in the tech lead one that aren't in the other one. Firewall, proxy, diff, etc. And again, these are exact same prompt and then different responses based off of the knowledge and experience level of members of the team. So let's say you're not familiar with tech stuff and you don't know what network engineering is, and no problem. So let's say that this is, one of them is a CEO, one of them is a sales manager, one of them is HR, one of them is legal, and one of them is IT. And you have some kind of business problem, and again, you give the same prompt to each of those different, personas, personalities, whatever. Or you can, maybe you're a team of one or a smaller team and you don't have a tech team, or you don't have a marketing team, or you don't have a sales team. You can describe the salesperson that you want on your team. You can describe, Alex Ramosi or whoever you want. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you can describe at this point. So it's like, hey, we don't have this person on our team, but we can take the embodiment of that person, put it into a prompt, put it on here, and then call at that custom GPT and like, hey, how would this person handle that? How would that person handle that? And then you can put all those things together and you can solve problems that way. You can brainstorm ideas that way. A really popular way to use this is to model custom GPTs after your existing team members. And if you're going to have a meeting, go through the different points that you're going to talk about in the meeting with the different embodiments of your team before the meeting. And then when you get into the meeting, either the meeting will be much shorter because you already kind of had the meeting, or you'll be the most prepared person in that meeting because you'll know the questions people are going to ask before they ask them, because ChatGPT is just going to go through all the logical things that the sales manager would say in this situation. So again, there are a ton of ways that you could modify this for your environment, for your situation, for the amount of time that you have or care to spend on something like this. But it's a really powerful way that you can just play out a bunch of scenarios. And a lot of people that I talk to aren't aware of even the at and then calling a custom GPT that way. So think about how you could adapt this to your situation and try it out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.